What have I gotten myself into? In less than 3 months, I'll be standing on stage, competing for a chance to perform a recital in Leipzig. And honestly, it's a little scary. First, a bit about myself. I'm Andrew, and I'm a violinist based in Helsinki, Finland. I have a job working in an orchestra, and most days I spend my time practicing, performing, and worrying about sounding good enough. Here's a view of my workplace. I love it. It's so gorgeous. I know what you're thinking. Andrew, you're an established musician with a job. Why on earth do you need to take part in a competition? I know. A little bit of story time. When I was studying in Singapore, I had the opportunity to watch legendary violinist Midori perform unaccompanied Bach in person. That concert was the first time I had ever watched her live, and oh boy, it was like watching a star perform. Such beauty, such grace. Every note, every gesture was deliberately crafted, every utmost detail taken care of and phrased to perfection. They are performances that you remember for a lifetime, and this was one of them for sure. Funnily enough, a few weeks after the performance, I emailed Midori asking for some advice on Bach, but only got a reply back from her assistant. So much for being a fanboy. Thanks to Midori though, it has been my wish to perform all 6 sonatas and partitas by Bach for unaccompanied violin. My goal is to kickstart this process by performing and recording the entire Bach D minor partita in this very competition. To be fair, I have played them all at some point, but to perform them at a high level takes drive, it takes dedication, and it takes a willingness to stick your neck out to be judged. Thanks to Bach's popularity, every single violinist has their own personal interpretation of Bach, neatly tucked into their back pocket, ready to comment at a moment's notice. Oh dear. Let's briefly talk about competitions. It used to be a common mentality that if you wanted to be successful and make it as a soloist, you just needed to work on your craft and go to win some competitions and boom, you'll be famous, being able to play with orchestras worldwide. Of course, times have now changed. Nowadays, the majority of soloists are signed by agencies, and those agencies are responsible for booking an artist, marketing them, and creating their career strategy. So, while a competition prize still carries prestige, the real value of a competition lies in the connections you make with the judges, the organizers, and your fellow musicians. Oh, and not to mention the growth that you experience through preparation itself. At the same time, I believe that musicians need to be their own advocates more than ever. Creating our own content online, sharing our process with the audience, and engaging them is just as important as mastering our repertoire. So, I'm shooting this video series to help document every step of my journey towards the competition. If I'm being completely honest, part of me is terrified to share this. I'm naturally introverted. I'm used to playing my violin on stage, not talking to a camera, and definitely not showing what happens behind the scenes. Putting this series out there means showing when things don't go perfectly. It means taking risks, experiencing setbacks, and being emotionally honest about the whole process. I hope by sharing this journey, not just the polished final performance, but everything in the middle, which is messy and imperfect, someone else out there will feel less alone with their dreams. Maybe you'll see that it's okay to aim high even when you are scared. And it's more than okay to show up knowing that things won't go perfectly. And if you've ever felt that pull towards something bigger, even if it frightens you, I hope these videos give you courage, because we are in this crazy journey called life together. One final important thing. As I'm someone who values honest feedback in my life, I would appreciate if you would drop your thoughts on this video below or DM me on social media. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video.